Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 14th of January, 2023. Hope everybody had a good week. Um, like I said, I had a weird week because, like I said, I'm getting over this flu that I got. I know I mentioned it before. I got it on I think I got it right after Christmas when I went to Chick-fil-A. Me and my friend went to Chick-fil-A and we didn't wear our masks, unfortunately. And that Thursday night, I started feeling sick, sore throat, and I had a horrible night trying to sleep. And of course, then luckily I was off for the next 4 days after that, and I started feeling better that Saturday. But I still was, having a lot of congestion in my chest, phlegm and stuff. Occasionally a runny nose. I didn't have a headache per se, but eventually, I kept taking the medicine, taking the Dayquil. I'll even took some other medicine just to try to, for sinus and congestion. And I think I'm getting over it for the most part. Like I said, occasionally, I feel a little congested, and I cough it up so I don't, try to get it out of me. And I think I'm getting over it. And like I said, I don't have a headache, but I've, been having issues trying to sleep because normally I sleep on my back. But I was just, but when I'm sick, what I do is usually I try to sit up in bed, pop the pillows in back of myself and kind of lean up against the wall and kind of, and angle myself that way so I can, because when you have trouble breathing, you can't, laying down is kind of worse for it. So I try to sit up in bed to try to, so I can breathe. Then when I feel I get tired enough, I'll fall asleep. And so this past week, actually, I haven't been sleeping on my back. I actually been, setting up the pillows, propping the pillows up against the wall because my bed is up against the wall here, against the two windows here, and I'm propping the pillows in the back and then just like sitting up and leaning up against the pillows and like falling asleep that way. And sometimes I can fall asleep, but sometimes I can't. And then sometimes I wake up, have to go to the bathroom, and then. But I've been getting sleep for the most part. I think there was a day or two there during this week that I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to. Like last night, I had actually some good sleep because I think I went to sleep like 12 something and stuff. And I think I tried to go to sleep laying on my back. So I got up and angled myself. But then I also figured out a way, I think, where actually I can actually fall asleep. Like what I do is I take the covers, instead of just putting it over myself, I wrap myself around in them because I have like two quilts. I have actually three quilts and a cover sheet for the bed. And I wrap myself around them and wrap them over my head. So I'm like encased in them. And then I have the pillow in back of me. And I lean against the wall. And I actually fell asleep last night and got a couple hours of sleep. So I'm good that way. And I think until I feel 100% better, then I can go back to laying back on my back, and I can, I fall out that way. I toss and turn, and then I fall asleep that way. So, excuse me. See, I have a little bit of phlegm left, I think, but I think I'm getting over this flu, thankfully. And like I said before, I tested myself with that homemade COVID test to make sure I didn't have COVID, and of course came back negative, thankfully. So I wasn't, I didn't catch COVID, thankfully. And so, like I said, like I got sick. My friend who went with me to Chick-fil-A, he got sick, and I think even the guy he worked with, who was out at the time, Mark, he got a little bit of that cold because the guy, Gary, that works with us. Well, he doesn't work well. He works next door. He hangs out with us. He comes, hangs out with us, and he had cold, and he has this nasty habit of pulling up where Mark sits. Mark sits at his desk, and he at lunchtime he likes to. There's a seat, like a stool, and he pulls up the seat right next to Mark, like within like less than 6 feet, and he's right behind Mark. And I think Mark picked up some of his cold. I think that's what happened. That's why Mark got a little sick, and Mark is getting over that. But I think he caught it from. And then I also heard my boss cursing, coughing the other day. Who's about? Anyway, speaking of my boss, she's gonna retire on the 31st, and we're gonna get a new boss. But I heard her coughing too, and she didn't come in Friday. And like I said, she's up until the 31st, and I think she caught a little bit of that cold, probably from Gary as well. So, but thankfully, I think I think I got the last of it. I'm getting over it, thankfully. Like I said, I don't get sick that often, so I'm just grateful I didn't, I just hate the not sleeping part. I hate when I don't get enough sleep. Because that makes you irritable, and it makes you, and then I can feel myself at work, getting tired, and my eyes closed. And I've done it plenty of times, falling asleep on my chair. Like if I'm sitting in my chair, and I'll just fall asleep. Or sometimes you can even see it when I do some of my reaction videos. If I stay at the screen way too long and I'm tired, my eyes start to glaze over and I kind of nod out. And you can see it in some of those reaction videos. If I'm tired, because usually on Fridays I try to stay up probably as much later than I normally do. But my body, wakes me up, about the same time that I have to get up for work, around 5:30ish or like that. My body kind of forces me up because I'm just used to that, and so I feel tired. But like I said, I had some good sleep last night. And what I also did last night is I recorded my reaction to Empire Strikes Back. I'm doing it a different way. Normally, what I do is I usually, like I said, I download the movie on my phone here, and I sync it to my iPad, and then I watch it on my iPad and record my reaction on my iPhone. But what happens is sometimes with the iPad, since the iPad it's not as big, the memory of it is not as big as obviously as my phone, and I think it's only like 35 megabytes or something, or gigabytes or whatever it is. I think it's megabytes. So, no, I think it's gigabytes. Got to be gigabytes. My iPad only has so it's not as big as the memory. So sometimes when I'm recording our reactions and the movies are like long, or it'll pause. If it's longer than that, it will pause. You'll see it. Even though I downloaded it already, as it plays, it tries to download it from the iCloud, and you see it'll pause, and then I'll have to pause this. And that happened kind of with my Star Wars review. I had to keep, I think I did it like 4 or 5 times. I had to stop it and then start it again because it kept, pausing as it was playing. So what I'm doing now, which I figured out a good way to do it, is since I sync it with the cloud, I have it on my other computer, my old computer, and I can play it on my TV and just use the headphones. I bought some headphones, and now I can actually play it on my headphones on the big screen TV and just record my reaction on the iPhone, which I did with Empire Strikes Back. So it'll be a smoother reaction than my Star Wars one was. And speaking of the Star Wars one, I went back to it because I had uploaded it on the 5th of January, and I was waiting, and they flagged it and blocked it. And so I was kind of waiting to see if they would unblock it once I peeled it, but looked like they weren't going to do that. So I went back to the video and I edited out 2 parts of it, and then it finally went through, and became public. So that's how this. Hopefully, that I won't have that issue with Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Like I said, I'm going to try to work on editing Empire Strikes Back, my reaction today with that, and I'm going to record my reaction to Return of the Jedi this morning. I'm going to try to maybe around 11:30. Record my reaction to that, and then when I come back from food shopping and stuff, I'm going to start editing my Empire Strikes Back reaction. Hopefully that'll happen tonight, so I can upload that, and also this in bed vlog. And I think that's it. And then tomorrow I can work on, while I'm watching football, I can work on editing Return of the Jedi tomorrow, and then we're off Monday. So then I got to pick the next movies I'm going to be reacting to. And I'll have these, like I said, Star Wars is already up on my Patreon unedited. And also I'll have Empire Strikes Back and hopefully Return of the Jedi. So I'm going to upload those to my Patreon. Like I said, I'm going to try to react to movies more now. I'm still reacting to TV shows, and I did the last one I did was Doom Patrol episode 6, and they're gonna have a break in between now. So I think Titans is supposed to come back, but I don't think it's coming back until February because they haven't given us a return date for episode 7. The rest of the season of Titans, season 4. So they haven't said anything yet, any formal announcement. So I think we're probably gonna have to wait, and probably till February till it comes back, and then I'll start reacting to that. In the meantime, I'll keep reacting to movies. And I think the next things I'm going to be reacting to movie-wise will be, there's a movie called X, and a movie called, it's a prequel to X. I forgot the name of it, but those two movies I think I want to react to as well. And then also I'm going to try to react to the movie Megan as well. So look for my review of Megan as well. That may be in the next day or two. I'm going to watch that movie and then record my reaction. Not record my reaction. Give you my review of Megan. And so I think that's about it. Like I said, we're off for Martin Luther King's birthday on Monday. So like I said, I'll have time. I should have time to, like I said, today edit Empire, and then tomorrow Return of the Jedi. And so hopefully those will be up on the channel, and hopefully they don't block it. If they block out, see if I can edit out those parts. Because before I wanted to wait and see if they would appeal, if my appeal would go through. But as of yesterday, it was still blocked. My original reaction was still blocked. So again, like I said, I just edited out those parts that they said that the YouTube algorithm flagged. So I edited those 2 parts out. I put those that reaction back into what's it called? One to share for more. I put it in there and just edited those 2 parts out and uploaded it again, and then it went through. So hopefully, if that happens with this review of Empire and Return of the Jedi, I can just edit those parts out, and the reviews will go through. And then, like I said, I want to do those 2 movies, X, and I think it's called Darlene or something. I forgot the name of the prequel, but it's called X. The movie X. It's it's a horror movie, that one, and then the prequel to that, which came out I think last year as well. I think those 2 will be the next 2 movies that I'll be reacting to, which will probably be next weekend. Okay, so there's that, and then like I said, there's a lot of movies that I want to react to. So I'll be doing those, and hopefully putting those on my Patreon and edited versions on this channel. Okay, so there's that. So let's see. I think that's about it. Okay, so look for my, hopefully my review of Empire will go up today, my edited review. Fingers crossed that doesn't get blocked. Okay, and it goes through the first time. If not, I'll try to edit out tonight, whatever they block, and see if that can go through and upload that. And then hopefully tomorrow, Return of the Jedi, too. I'll edit that while I'm watching the football games and stuff. And hopefully that will go up tomorrow, okay? And what I may do is, since we're off on Monday, Monday I can download X and the sequel, the prequel, and react to those 2, and then maybe try to edit them during the week. Maybe I can do it that way. Like when I get home, I can just work on editing, an hour and a half to edit them, and then hopefully by the end of the week, I can be done editing them, because it takes, I think, about for those movies. See, Star Wars, which is over 2 hours, those movies, I think it's going to take literally 2 hours to edit them. Okay, so hopefully that works. So I think I may do that on Monday. Record my reactions to X and the prequel, and then start working on edit. See if I can do those in the morning on Monday. Record those reactions, record one once, then take a break, and then a little bit later, an hour or so later, 2 hours later, record the reaction to the prequel to X, and then, maybe in the afternoon, I can start working on editing them. So you never know. I'll see how it goes. But like I said, I'll make a post so you know where I'm at with this whole editing process. And like I said, I did upload my reaction to Ant-Man trailer, the final trailer, I think, because that movie's coming out in February. So check that out. And I did put 2 other videos on my other channel called Views and Opinions this week. So, because today's Saturday, so technically it's this week. I did that early in the week. So there's that. And I can put another video up on there, which I think I should. So I'll put some content on that channel as well. So there's that. So hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Like I said, the weather actually was pretty decent for January. It was up in the 50s these last 2 days, but I think the temperature is supposed to drop this week, these 2 days and stuff. And I think it rained earlier the week too, but hopefully that's that. And like I said, I feel like I have the last bit of this flu that I had is going out of me. Like I said, I don't get sick that often, so I'm thankful that, because I did get the booster shot and the flu shot, so it could have been worse probably. Because my friend, I had congestion, I was coughing it up, but the dude I went to Chick-fil-A with, Gary, you could hear it in his chest. Like when we would tell jokes, we joking around and he tried to laugh, but he couldn't laugh because you could hear the congestion in his chest. That's how deep it was. He seemed like he had a lot of congestion in his chest, and we were telling him to, cough it up, stop swat, because it seemed like he was just, which is just a nasty visual to think about. He would not spit it out. I said, cough it up. That's why I had the tissues and stuff. When I felt congestion, I would go to the bathroom and cough and spit it up, and get it up. And I've been, have these tissues with me here and a bag. So if I felt the need, I can't get to the bathroom, I cough it up and the tissue and put it in the bag and then go flush it. But he seemed like to me like he was just ridiculous, not coughing it up. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cough up the phlegm so you can get it out of your body. That's your body's way of trying to get it out of you. But he wasn't doing that. But so that's another story for another time. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't want to be disgusting to people too. It's just, to me, that's just ignorant. But anyway, I hope everybody have a great weekend and a great Martin Luther King Monday if you're off for that day. Okay, so take care and be well. Also, links to my social media are in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, I have a link to my other channels called Views and Opinions. And like I said, I'm going to try to put some content on that channel as well. Follow link below. Also, excuse me, I have a link down below to my patron. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name will appear in this video somewhere. And again, my patron is only $5 a month, and I have tons of content on there. And I'm trying to put more movies on there, reaction to more movies, and that will be on, as well as the TV shows that I have on there. I have a bunch of Disney Marvel shows on there, a bunch of DC shows on there as well. I also have Zack Snyder's Justice League on there in 4 parts. I got The Boys Season 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Book of Boba Fett. And I think I'm going to be taking down Zack Snyder's Justice League as I'm putting more movies up there. I'm probably going to have to pull one of the TV series, maybe a couple of the older ones, so I have more space on my Patreon. So there's that. But anyway, follow a link to the Patreon and check it out and join. And check it out. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long, and take care.